It's Wednesday night, time for some straight talk. This is your host, Matt Hasley, coming at you. We're going to try to do for the next hour. Hopefully I can handle this. Eric, welcome to the show. Joe, welcome to the show. Dina, welcome to the show. Gene, welcome to the show. Gene, you must have had a message already to be typed because that was fast. But yes, we are going to talk about Tiger Woods tonight because I hate to see when you see guys that you respect so much, and it just seems like Lynn, welcome to the show, they've fallen. But geez, can you figure me the Thursday night? I would like to. Nice haircut, thank you. I was went to my doctor today, and I've been having lower left abdomen pain for the last 2 days, and I was diagnosed. Well, he's treating me with for diverticulitis. Can't even pronounce it. Didn't even know what it is, but I guess I have either not an abscess, could be turned to one. He said you got to be three things you got to be careful about, and then where a pocket in your intestine or your colon wall gets infected. They said they don't know what causes it, but it's very painful. And when he pushed on it, my God, I almost screamed at it. But so hopefully I will get this taken care of. This now I just pushed my hand surgery off again. So probably another month, he says. I wouldn't even do it for a month, he says. Because he goes, you're not going to get well anytime soon. But he said, but if it gets worse, could be hospital. He said, three things happen with it. He goes, one, you either, the medication takes better. If it starts to get real painful, hospital immediately. He said, you could get an abscess. And what happens then, they got a surgery to drain out all the, the abscess, or three, it bursts and you have all that around your system, which would not be good. So, yeah, definitely I'm going to have to take a lot better care of myself. See what I can do to help this out. But yeah, I agree with you. Thanks, Gene. But on to about Tiger Woods. I wanted to do is talk about Tiger Woods. If you notice I'm moving around the seat a little bit, I'm not real comfortable sitting down. It doesn't feel real well. But we have Tiger. Tiger got arrested for driving under the influence. And people go, what DUI was, the alcohol, No, it doesn't have to be alcohol. Driving under the influence could be a type of over-the-counter medication that cause you to be impaired. And that's all it is level impairment. But he is, he's had so many back surgeries. He prescribed Vicodin for him. Probably, I don't know what he could be on. He could be on anything with as many surgeries he's had. Yeah, right. Tiger's making you look good. As long as you had that bank account. Mary, welcome to the show. But you look at, Tiger, driving his car, he ends up, 3 a.m., they find him sleeping on the side of the road, got two flat tires. If you look, they actually you can see the dash cam video now. It's out. It's like almost 15 minutes long. Yeah, he was out of it. He was definitely out of it. He didn't know where he was at. They asked him where he was driving from, and he's down in Jupiter, Florida, and he thought he was driving in L.A. or just driving from L.A. Yeah, so he's definitely under the influence. And I feel bad for him because, I just, with as much money he has, he can get a driver, So, and I just want to see him get healthy and play good golf again. That's the main reason. I'm looking forward to him, kind of getting back into his form again. I would love to see that. But, I guess he's on multiple different drugs. They name the drugs. You can go on there. You can get a listing. I'm not even going to go through them, but you can see what drugs and I mean, there's many different things that you can have where the drugs don't work well with each other. Morton, welcome to the show. And it's happened to many people. It's just when you're a star and you're well known, like he is, and all the stuff that's gone on, you're gonna get a lot more attention to you. Hello, Mary. So, with all the stuff that went on, they got pictures of his car. I mean, you name it. It's not going to be out of the news for a while. I'm just glad he didn't hit anybody. I'm glad he didn't hurt anybody. But Tiger come out. He says he wants to own up for it. He says that he, it was stupid what he did. Judith, welcome to the show. He come out and he said that, unlike in probably 2009, when he had his wife went to beat his ass with a 2-iron or whatever it was, he owned up for this, said, hey, he said, make no mistake. He says he should not have been driving. Said he could have hurt or killed an innocent person. He said he could have hurt or killed himself. There will likely be a price to pay, a suspension of his driver's license, a fine, community service, whatever authorities deem appropriate. But he we're gonna be talking about that here in a little bit. But you talk about Tiger and what he did in the it's gonna finally go away. But I wouldn't say unlikely, but somebody that's been in that situation, John Daly, offered him some advice. I guess Daly expressed sympathy for Woods. Songwriter Randy, welcome to the show. He says Tiger probably didn't think he was feeling that bad. He goes, I feel bad for that guy. He's gone through all these surgeries. He said he's an athlete. He should. I'm not saying that because he's an athlete he should get away with it. Dave, welcome to the show. Daly's advice to Woods was, get back on the golf course, man. This stuff will pass. It always does. Daly's been through his own things. So he knows, if somebody knows. And PGA Commissioner Jay Monahan released a statement. He goes, I think Tiger's statement on Monday night, where he apologized and said he was going to do everything he can in his power to make sure that this doesn't happen again. I think this says everything. He's a member of our family, and we're going to do everything we can to help and support him. Jack Nicklaus come out and said that he wanted to support him. So I think that's awesome that they're out there going to support him when he's at his lowest. You hate to see. You wonder the guys the people that who are your real friends are the ones that support you when you're lowest. Not only there when you're at your highest. So when you're down in the dumps like Tiger is right now, and you wonder how many guys that walk up and say, hey, you need something to talk about or whatever, that's the guys you really care, they're really your friends. George, welcome to the show. I made a little trip. We made a little trip to Field and Stream yesterday. Thank you, sir. I'm hoping that this medication I'm on now, it's a different antibiotic, so it will take care of. But I'm kind of moving around my seat because it's not very comfortable to sit down. If you want to go on, you can. I don't want to watch it. I've seen part of the dash cam video. It's really long. I couldn't believe how long they did. Yes, he was definitely impaired. He should have been driving. And it's just good that I don't know what he hit to run over to flatten 2 tires. But Rosemarie, welcome to the show. It's but it'll pass. And I just hope he gets healthy enough to where he can get back playing again. But not only was it a bad weekend, and yes, this is a lot worse than what happened to another golfer, but Zach Johnson had his own little. I guess it was a little frustration, but somebody took a picture of Zach having a little frustrated event where he proceeded to yank his putter out of his bag that was stuck and kind of threw clubs all over the fairway. He said, "Not my proudest moment." He goes, putter was stuck, yanked it out, many clubs came out, frustrated for sure, tapped in, or he goes, tap in double. Ugh. Yeah, those are always frustrating. So, you see, tour players, they're just like everybody. I did want to do is mention one thing about Hank Haney came out, and he took to Twitter to question the legitimacy or illegality of Bernard Langer's putting style. So for you golfers out there, Ronnie B, welcome to the show. But when they put in an anchoring ban in 2016, he wanted to do is see about Bernard Langer's putting style. Is it legal? There's a video out where he's actually anchoring his arm on his chest, which is illegal. So I'm wondering, and he said a lot of champion tour players are questioning this. Well, Langer has been on a tear right now. Should it be looked into? I think so. Why should somebody be allowed to anchor their putter? And anchoring means where they hold it against their body to use it as a fulcrum for when they putt. So we'll be back. We'll touch into that one more another day, but I'd like to see how far this goes. Hopefully they do talk about that. And I don't think it should be allowed. I don't think you should be able to do is rest a club against your body. They have, but one of the big things in the news, they got two things in the news about Donald Trump. And one of them it's about Kathy Griffin. Whether you like it or not, whether you think she was funny or not, she went ahead and she posted a picture of her online with her holding the severed head of what appeared to be our president, Donald Trump. And it's I don't think it's right to do it. I don't think it was right to do it when people did it against President Obama. I don't think it's right to do it when they do stuff and they do it against President Bush. I don't care who the president is. They did it thinking they're funny because they know that certain people are going to do is enjoy it. They're going to think it's funny. Stephanie, welcome to the show. I think it was poor taste, but I think it was just as much poor taste for when people would sit there and put pictures of President Obama that way. They had a rodeo clown where, and this is somebody, Kimberly Murray brought this up, a rodeo clown wearing an Obama mask and got a lot of heat for it. I don't think it's right anyway. I don't care. The thing I found that was problematic about it is you get Barron Trump, which is Donald Trump's son. He happened to see this and thought it was, he saw it on TV and thought it was his dad's head being held there. He starts screaming for his mom. Is he autistic or something like that? I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I think it's very, how is it? It's going to be one of those images in his head that he might not be able to comprehend as being real or not. I mean, it's some of those things really, really hurt a young kid. Do I think it was funny? No. I mean, do I find her funny? Oh, I think she has been funny, but I don't think that was funny. I don't think it would be funny if they did that with President Obama or if they did that with President Bush or Clinton or anybody. I just don't think that's something you do. I just think they kind of overstepped the bounds there, and now there's a lot of back flack from it, and people are posting on Facebook about how, oh, well, it was okay when, you did it when you didn't spot off. Well, yes, they did. They did spot off about it. But it wasn't also, when those did it, people did it on social media. It wasn't an actress standing up there with a severed head of our former president. And if it would have been, I guarantee that person would have never got another job. It would have been crazy, the amount of backflack from it. So, I mean, you look at who is doing it. Yeah, if you got somebody that lives in, out in the middle of nowhere that made up a sign and somebody took a picture and put it on Facebook, yeah, it's wrong. But it's not like Kathy Griffin, who is going to get airtime, that's working for one of the major news networks, CNN. I agree with it. Not nice at all. It doesn't matter if it's not even the president. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, it could be been anybody up there. I mean, but it was one of those ratings grabbers. Let's do is, put a bloody head of Donald Trump up there and hold it, and then we'll get a whole bunch of people to, cheer it, because I just don't think that's right. She apparently CNN came out and has told that she will not be on the New Year's show. Well, I mean, you're talking about New Year's. Well, that's a while from now. You might see her on there. You might not. It might just all of a sudden go under the rug. But yeah, his busy Randy. But no, I mean, so I see that. I had a lot of problems with it for it, for I wouldn't say major star, but yeah, she's pretty well popular person to get up there and do this. I guarantee if it would have been done the other way around, if somebody would have got up there that was a major actress or actor and did that with the head of President Obama, a duplicate, they would have went crazy. When Roseanne Barr sang the national anthem, I don't know if I saw that. I'm not a big fan of her. I don't even, and there's some people you just don't like to listen to. Because there's some people on both sides. It doesn't matter what you can show them any amount of evidence you want. They don't care. And you can sit there and show them evidence against their argument, and they don't care. So I mean, that's both sides, and it shouldn't be that far to where it's a party line and you split it and okay, we're this way or that way, and I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good things that each party comes up with, but won't agree on. I mean, if one comes up with the idea, the other one will say how stupid it is, and then few years later, they could come up with the same idea the other side, and the other side will say it's stupid. Joe, welcome to the show. Yeah, I agree. She did it on purpose with a lot of thought with her photographer. She went to the effort to make this look real. Should she get fired from CNN? I don't think anybody that is against this is going to watch her on CNN or anywhere anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's try to save face for them. They want to look like they're saving face. Yeah, I think they have to. I mean, I think it's one of those where they make, she brings so much heat, to that station from the anger and the flash, the flashback from it, that I think they have to. I mean, it's one of those deals where, you can only say, have I been tanning? No, I think it's my, what do they call that? Jaundice or something like that. No. Who knows? It might be. But, no, it's, everything that they talk about it's going to be on the news for a while. Yeah, Chelsea Clinton spoke out against it. Yeah. I mean, if you don't speak out against it, something's wrong with you. If you think that that's okay, then something's wrong, mentally wrong with you. And if an actress or actor had done that with President Obama's head, a copy of him, something's wrong with them to think that that's okay, to bring out, to try to, I don't know what was she trying to get at? I mean, what's the goal of that comedic performance or whatever it is? So I don't know. I just think you cross the line, you go too far. Well, if you guys want to go to a live chat, I can set you a little separate chat room, you two, Joe and songwriter Randy. But no, it's been just nonstop pounding it in the news, and it'll run its cycle and then it'll go. It's she's come out and apologized. Do I think she's sorry? I think she's sorry now because of the flack she's getting, but I don't think she. And most of the people aren't really sorry until they really find out how much it's really hurting them. Financially when it comes out. I mean, who's going to want to book her a gig right now? Really? Because I guarantee you, if they book a gig for her to do a comedy deal, people are going to speak out against it, or they're going to have a hard time selling tickets, or people are going to protest it. I mean, it's one of those deals. So, you like that? It is. A little t-shirt there. Maddie doesn't want us to talk to each other. No, you can talk to each other all you want. I think it's great. You guys want to have a little text chat? That's fine. Joe only comes on and he likes to troll my show, and then he bitches when I say anything or show pictures on his show. So yeah, all right. But we'll see. Tomorrow's your show, Joe. We'll help you out. But no, we you look at Donald Trump made a tweet, kind of an early morning tweet. Well, he misspelled coffee, and he spelled it COVFEFE. So, and of course, he is going to get flack out of it. He gets it. Everything is Matt turning red. Yes. I don't think I'm turning red, but I told you it's jaundice. So, but he was attacked, of course. Even Hillary Clinton had a zinger about his misspelled coffee tweet. She said, I think it's a hidden message to the Russians, she said. What I think is so ironic about that is Hillary Clinton is attacking Donald Trump about his connection with the Russians. And I'm like, who sold most of our uranium, or one of our, bunch of our uranium rights to the Russians? Hillary Clinton? Yeah. So, I mean, you look at that. So, I'm like, you hear Hillary, I got rid of a show tonight for disrespecting our military. I tell you what, that you'll never see from me. Former military myself, I'm a very strong supporter of the military. Well, you can tell me about it later. I agree with you 100%. If somebody would just sit there and disrespect our show or the military, should be hit the road. We just went through Memorial Day. People don't realize what Memorial Day was all about. Memorial Day, yes, it's for family members that died, but it's also for the people that fought and died for this country and allow us to do exactly what I'm doing right now. So, I mean, you look at if you're able to understand this broadcast right now, thank a veteran. Because they were able to do is allow you to do and live the way you are. That's the way our country is what it is. So, I see a lot of veteran stuff that goes on. My son, who I talked about before, is going to Valley Forge Junior Military College starting in July on a scholarship. I'm very proud of him. I think he's going to do great. He will end up becoming an officer in the military, and he's going to try to go special forces. So I'm going to support him in any way I can. I think that he will be a great addition to our military. I just hope he doesn't, get overwhelmed by it. Because, I mean, it's going to be a big change. It's not when you go in the military, it's a little bit different from when I first went in, but, and beyond me. But I had my first, probably, I think maybe week or two, we're at our duty basic training, as you call it. We went through 3 weeks of fill. They call it where they fill up the company. Well, we were in basic training, getting ready to go, and one of the guys went AWOL. And they brought him back in the middle of the night and tied him to his bunk. And I still remember it because his bunk was turned like sideways, and the light or moon from outside was shooting in the window, and I could see this guy struggling as he was tied by his hands and his feet to the bunk, and I was like going, holy crap. I said, I ain't ever going AWOL, but he ended up becoming one of the squad leaders. I mean, he was just something that, he had to overcome. And I mean, that fear of being away from home. So yeah, he'll get there. but I'm proud of him. You know, they had his high school class of 123 students got $9,500,000 worth of scholarships. Yeah, they said I don't look sick. Well, I have I don't know. Tony, welcome to the show. I have what they call diverticulitis or whatever. So it's severe pain in my lower left abdomen. So I have to do is I'm on medication for it. If it gets any worse, he says emergency room. So I'm hoping it doesn't get any worse than it is because it's already painful enough. Hard to sleep, but it'll. I was supposed to have surgery on my hand next week. That's out. That's gone. That won't be. He said push it back to at least sometime in July. So I got at least a month. So we have. With all that's going on with our. You think about all the crazy stuff that's going on. We had a 14-year-old kid here in the city I live in where they found him. I can't eat fried chicken. I can't eat anything. Can't eat anything till Friday. The only thing I can eat clear liquids. So I'm drinking 7-Up. Yeah, notice it's a green can. You can see right through it. Yeah. From jerkin. Yeah, that's what it is. From jerkin my gherkin. Yeah, that's what it is, Joe. Yeah. But no. So, 14-year-old kid, they lit him on fire and they found him dead, curled up. I mean, so he had to be lit on while he was alive. And I'm just like, who would do that to a kid? That just blows my mind that somebody would do that to a kid. I don't know what he was doing out. What what he was wearing. He's out at 3:00 in the morning or 3:30 in the morning. There it was, but I mean, like what he's doing out at that time. He's 14. Just a shame to see somebody lose their life that way. I talked to one of the officers, the first one on the scene, and he didn't even realize it was a body when he first got there. They thought something was just on fire, and they showed up and they found out it was. They thought it was, just an arson fire, and then they get there and it ends up being a young kid. Michael, welcome to the show. So we had other stuff in the news today. We had this one. I'm kind of worried about Joe on this one. I want to ask him where his whereabouts were, but they had Vegas police, and we want to see where Joe was over the weekend. Seek people that were involved in a warehouse burglary. Apparently, the thieves stole 30,000 condoms in a Friday break-in. I'm like, really? So they broke into a warehouse and stole 30,000 condoms. What? I mean, really? What are you? How are you going to be able to, to sell all that? What, are you going to walk into some store? Hey, buddy, I want to buy some condoms. I mean, it's not like you're going to sit there and you're going to throw these on Facebook or not Facebook or eBay or something like that. But you go raw dog. Yeah, right. Yeah. down at the sushi bar. Yeah, sure. Maybe Tony was it. Tony, yeah, I'm freaking hungry. Yeah, you guys are bastards. You can get condoms for free. Those aren't condoms, those are water balloons. God damn it, Tony. So, yeah, well, apparently you can get it for free now because you stole 30,000 of the summits. Yeah. But, no, I just can't imagine. See, he probably broke in and they got down. They made this bust, this big old heist, and they get it back and they open up the box. And he goes, "You idiot! We stole condoms. What the heck?" I mean, they probably were thinking, "What the hell? We got a great score." They got all kinds of stuff there, and they stole the wrong box. Yeah. So, but you think about. With being police officers right now, they talking about in L.A. that the L.A. gangs are threatening. Their street gangs are threatening officers. So that's kind of dangerous when that gets to that part. It says police officers across Southern California being warned to be on guard after L.A. County Sheriff's homicide investigator discovered threats by street gangs targeting officers. I just, it changes so much, our society from year to year. We have, nowadays, people have no respect for law enforcement, which is ridiculous. I grew up, and I had total respect for law enforcement. It's changed over the years how it's okay, but we had was it? You talk about what police officers do. They had in LAPD. They use spit on the sidewalk to tie a suspect to 2 killings. Imagine that. So I like one of the ladies, Stephanie, who works with me. She always likes to tell me, I got to watch my killing shows. Yeah, you're too old for Twister. Yeah, we can hear the bones cracking when you're doing it. Geraldo Rivera mustache is ridiculous. Well, Tony, you got to get the T-shirt, the Straight Talk T-shirt. I'm working on those. So, but no, with all the stuff I had going on, I spent too long at the doctor's office today to go through all my stuff for prepping for my show. But I did do a little bit earlier, but apparently there was a guy arrested with a gun in a car outside of the Trump Hotel. So, I mean, man accused of having guns and 90 rounds of ammunition in his car was arrested inside Trump International Hotel early Wednesday after D.C. police and the Secret Service received a tip about him. So, I mean, I don't know. People are just nuts. They think, I don't know what to think about it, but, we gotta be happy in this country that, over in, the Swiss social media user has been convicted of defamation for liking posts on Facebook accusing an animal rights activist of being a racist and an anti-Semite. So imagine that. Just because they like the post can get you in trouble overseas. So you really got to watch. I hope it doesn't get ever like that here. Because some people will like a post without even paying attention to what it is. They'll sit there and like a lot of Joe's posts, they'll like it anyway. I don't know why. Yeah. So I have a masseuse coming on your show. Yeah. Is that what you call coach? The masseuse? Yeah, you gonna give me a little speedo rub down there. So right out by the pool, you're gonna do a live Facebook Live by the pool, huh, Joe? So no, we don't have a lot to talk about. Only I think we talk about what Joe. He said that he had to cancel a show for disrespecting the military, and I agree with that. I think that's that's something that to stand up for what's right. Could do a Facebook Live for the bathroom. Yeah. Here's a good one here. Would-be ATM burglars. Well, they thought they'd be smart, and they thought to use a blowtorch to break into the ATM. And they didn't realize, but while they were using the blowtorch, they ended up burning up all the cash inside the money, or inside the ATM. So, not bright. Weren't thinking about it, but didn't say criminals were very smart. We have guy driving a DeLorean, and tell me if anybody can get this. Guy driving a DeLorean was ticketed doing 88 miles an hour. Isn't that ironic? People go, oh, what do you mean? Well, remember, apparently, Back to the Future, 88 miles an hour was where it kicked in and caused them to go. So, somebody to actually get a speeding ticket doing 88. He said the officer told him he was clocked at exactly 88. And said all of us started busting up laughing. He told the Signal of Santa Clarita Valley. White said the officer showed him the readout on his radar gun showing the speed. Any kid that grew up in the 80s or 90s should know was that special number that they had to get to. He said the officer issued him a speeding citation, but he considers the $400 a dream ticket to be a perfect souvenir. I don't think that's a great souvenir. $400. So I remember when I thought the DeLorean was so cool. I don't. It's kind of like when the old Gran Torino from Starsky and Hutch. I thought that was a really cool car, and hell, we walked all the way across. I mean, to go look at one at the Ford dealership. And when I saw it, I was like, I thought that's so cool, And then nowadays I see it, I'm like, oh man, that looks terrible. Chris, welcome to the show. You need a Joe Rock's nightlight for Matt in the bathroom before he downloads Facebook. What I need is, Bobby, welcome to the show. I need a Joe Rock's nightlight. Trent, welcome to the show. So when I sit down to pee, that it lights up the bathroom. Yeah. So that's what Joe likes to tell me. But you're looking at there's not much in the news besides we already talked about. We have there's always, what does it say? It's not alcohol, it's oxygen. What am I? Vodka is not alcohol, it's oxygen. Yeah, all right, Jim, I got it now. I posted that I can't have any alcohol, I can't have any food or anything like that I have to do is stand like a man. Um, I I have to be on a clear liquid diet till Friday, so I got to go back to the doctor Friday afternoon. Hopefully that will I'll be better, a little bit better by then, but we'll see. Um, stop, stop a pen light. Yeah, right. Well, it's I told you, in the middle of the night, when I'm tired, white, and I don't even turn on the light. I just go in there and sit on the toilet, and that's the way it is. Coach even agreed with me. That was the way to go. It's, you're fine. I said it's, that way you don't have to sit there and worry about going everywhere. So, yeah, I'm fine. Well, yeah, of course. As long as I make Joe's show, that's all I care about. As long as I take care of him. Yep. So, doctor was real adamant about making sure that he said no food, clear liquids. And he says, this is serious. He goes, if it goes bad, he goes, if it gets worse, emergency room. If it gets real bad, you could be in surgery. He goes, this is not something to mess around with. So, yeah. Sorry, Ronnie B. I didn't mean to do his, I was just mentioning about, because Joe made a statement, but, I see you like a post I made today. Yes. Yeah, stand like a man, use your hand. Is coffee a clear liquid? No, that's what the doctor said. And I asked him about that because he told me, no, it's not. I would have thought it was, but no. This is a clear liquid. And somebody told me vodka is a clear liquid, but he said no alcohol. So, beer, apparently not. No, doesn't quite qualify, but I would say that I would like it to be. Cool can, yes. You like how you can see right through it? See that? That's wild. No, it's not Gatorade. It's 7-Up. The can's green, so it shows through because that's the green screen. So, but no, we have, what's coming up? Who knows? We have, yes, really cool. Wow. So, Tony, you got to get your green screen so that you can put up all kinds of different pictures or everything like that. Ronnie, Trent, if you're wondering who Ronnie B is, Ronnie B was on America's Got Talent. So, he was a singer on America's Got Talent. So, I actually watched America's Got Talent last night and was shocked by the one young girl that was the ventriloquist. I'm like, holy crap, she's 12 years old. She's singing. And I was like blown away by how good her voice was to be able to sing and how good her ventriloquist act was. I mean, I'm not a big fan of ventriloquists. I mean, whatever. I mean, they're fine. But, I mean, this girl was really well talented. She ended up getting the golden buzzer, which means you go on straight to the live shows. I thought it was pretty impressive. There was also a guy that was dressed as a clown that sang, and he had an unbelievable voice. He didn't talk until he sang, and when he sang, he blew everybody away. But, yeah, there was I don't think I caught the whole show. I caught part of it. My favorite one was last year when they had what is it, Tape Face. That was classic. But what is funny is if you search back and you see Tape Face from before, he'd been doing that skit for years. We just got to notice him here in the United States. I guess he'd done it over, overseas. I don't know where he was at, but he'd done most of those same skits before. Guy's really talented. They've also had where American Idol, X Factor, yeah. But I'm just amazed at how some of these people come out for America's Got Talent, and some of them are they don't show the normal, the buzzer ones things. Yeah, Joe is the X Factor, all right. Yeah, I don't even think that show's on anymore. I think just America's Got Talent. I don't know I think X Factor's done. American Idol's done, aren't they? Now it's America's Got Talent. Yeah, you can do anything. You can dance, you can sing, you can do. They had a magician on the other night, or whatever. That I keep getting the weather alerts, and I think, oh my God, we're gonna have a bad storm or whatever. But no, they're having flood warnings, which not for us, but it's a green screen. That's why it shows through like that. Yeah, anything that's green shows through, because that's the color of the green screen. So you could sit there and hold it up, and you should be able to do is here. Let's see if I can get it to where you can see through. You can see the green screen through the back, but yep. See how you can see the green screen through my head? Yep. It's kind of wild. Neat how it does that. What wild is before, I used to sit. Is there a party after the show? Yeah. If you take green M&Ms and just or anything that's green, like a little circle, and I would hold them up in my hand, and it looked like I had holes in my hand. It was kind of wild. You need more products. I'll send you the pictures. Yes. Yeah, Joe used to buy shirts through me, but then, he's just like, screw you. Yep. So, that's fine. I got something for Joe, though. Right there. No, we, speaking back to America's Got Talent, I tell you what, I think it's a cool show. What is so neat is you get people from all aspects of performers. You get the one, the guy did a stunt where he was a sword swallower, and he swallowed the sword, climbed up this freaking pole, and then slid down. I think that was actually Britain's Got Talent, might have been. And I was like, holy crap. They get guys there. Oh, they did one last night, was an escape artist. And he did, they handcuffed him and chained him into this box and had 900 pounds of sand going to drop on him. And it, of course, it looks like it drops on him. And everybody's freaking out, thinking, oh, they got to get this guy out of there. And the guy runs around, and he shatters the glass. And the sand goes falling out of it, and he pulls off his hat, and it's the guy. So it was pretty cool. Had everybody on their edge of the seat going, what's going on? You may go on America's Got Talent. For what? You'd have to enlighten us on what you're going to go on. Give us a little hint to what you plan on doing. But I did have a story about this is a kind of a road rage incident, but the guy wasn't actually in the car. He was walking his dog, and apparently he got pissed off at the car coming up, whatever it is. So he was walking his dog, talking smack to the guy as he's driving up, and turns and walks straight into a light pole. And even the dog's looking at him like, "Hey, idiot!" But it's almost those, you want to just be there when you get somebody that does that, and you want to go just see that. It's like instant karma. We had yeah, I will go. It's a twink. Yeah. Massive Hat Matt. Tony's a good singer, yeah. I double dare you, Tony. Okay. Very good at taking care of yourself. Oh, yeah, okay. I think Joe would like to see that. Send him a live shot of that, Tony. He wants it. I think he said he's into the commando. Joe says he's into the commando, so or something. I don't know what it is. He wants to do is you play army, and you both can lay down and you can blow him to death. So you got to drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's sexy, and learn to dance. I'm sorry, but you know what? Can't dance on this. Oh, yeah, you're into pussy. Yeah, sure. No, look at first stage is denial, Joe. Look at him getting all... Oh, he's all defending it. Holy... From what? You're the pecked checker. Yeah. See, look at... Joe's... He's got to do is claim everybody else is, because he's getting a little nervous about it. Little manhunt's a little afraid there. Well, I only got a minute left. It's that time of the night. I'll see you guys on Friday night. Tomorrow night on Night Talk with Joe Rocks. I'm not even going to give... Todd, you'd make it just to the end of the show. But I'm not going to do is give out a channel list of what's going on for shows, because I actually don't know what show Joe kicked off because of disrespect in the military. I'll tell you what, I'm 100% behind that. So hope you guys see you on Friday, and we'll see. Tony will be following me on Friday night, I guess. Oh, TC Elliott. All right. Well, everybody have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night on Night Talk with Joe Rocks, as long as I'm not in the hospital. But everybody, keep it real. If you see something, say something. Be safe. Let's go out with a little bit something different for music-wise. Something that maybe, how about...
Sipping on that good